Hi! I've had a lot of people ask how I made this Dr. Pepper vending machine for one of my more recent shorts. And in order to be able to show you how it works, I now made a clear one that you can see how the mechanism operates. So I want to show you kind of an up-close video on how it operates and how you can make one for yourself. Let's look at how this see-through Lego soda machine actually works. If you turn it sideways, you can see that when you put money in the slot, it pushes this whole shelf back. You can see the shelf moving in there in the center. So the whole shelf along the back here slides all the way out, all the way in. So when you push the money in, it drops the soda can right out the front. For ease of recycling the machine, I made it the hole big enough that I can push the shelf in from the front, like this, instead of having to keep putting dollars in and receiving the soda out the front. The mechanism really is just a shelf that goes across the center that is covered in tiles where the soda goes. You can leave the bricks exposed over here like I did, and then when you push the shelf back, as you push it back, the whole shelf comes out and you see the opening there where the soda will drop right down. Some tricks to these machines is making sure you put like a 2x4 slope above the shelf to ensure that the sodas always roll forward. So as you push the slider back, the soda definitely falls. My first run of this, it was flat all the way across. I had to pull it all the way back. And the problem with that is the dollar bill, once you get past a certain point, you can't push it any further in manually with your finger. And so occasionally the soda would sit there on the lip in the back, and I didn't actually open it wide enough. And then putting the same type of slope there in the front center. So that in here, as it hits the slope and rolls out to the front. I put no tile in the middle there. You normally want to put maybe a tile to help it roll all the way out. I wanted to try and control it so it didn't bounce and roll all the way across the table for film. But all in all, a pretty simple design, really clean and straightforward, really easy to duplicate. Mix and match with colors. Here, when you look at the Dr. Pepper machine, the same thing applies. That the shelf comes out the back. I kept everything red for the shelf. And here I put like a little insert hole on the back so that I can just drop the soda in from the back versus having to constantly open the top and bottom. And then for the front, I just did a window piece where I stuck the 1x1 cylinders there inside, like trapped between the window and the back wall. And then just add decorations to make it look a little bit more realistic. And I made a slider on this one that allows you to pull the money out so that it was a little bit easier to reset. For this clear one, I didn't take the time to build the slider, so if you want the dollar bills out, you have to shake it to get them out. The way this mechanism operates, you can only put one soda dropping down at a time within the mechanism. These machines are pretty awesome, easy to build, and a fun little addition to any city as a mechanical piece that actually functions. So that if you were to have a minifigure come up to it, it doesn't look that overwhelmingly large. It obviously is much bigger than the minifigure. It gives you a good feel for what you can and can't do with it. I hope you learned something about making a Lego vending machine today. Please remember to comment down below if there's something else you'd like to see me build. And as always, I really appreciate the subscription.